Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. Today we are finishing the boomerang, and I couldn't be more excited. This is my first huge prop, and I think it's going to look great. This is the top half. I told you guys I was going to be gluing on the ribbons off of camera, and that's what I did. So here is what it looks like. I don't have any of the fun little bow accessories on there because I didn't have what it needed, and I didn't realize. So... but it's just what it looks like. I think it looks super good. Obviously, I still have the sewing needles here, so I'm just going to remove them because they're no longer necessary. And then this is what the bottom half looks like. The bow's here, so it'll sit like this. I think it looks great, and I'm very excited to get into the next piece. So... I've talked about this in a couple other videos. I need the piece to be collapsible if possible so that I can fold it in half. So I purchased these chest latches. They just scoop down and come undone like that. And then these hinges, silver hinges that I spray painted white so that they wouldn't be too noticeable on the white foam. I also spray painted the chest latches white, and now we will be gluing them down with E6000. I adore E6000. It is my whole life. I do everything I can with E6000. So let's jump in. So I have the pieces here, and I've traced out the shape so I know that this is the bottom and I know that this is the top. So I'm going to start off with the chest pieces. I've got my E6000. The chest pieces, the chest latches have little things on them. So they're like rimmed, raised a little bit. So I'm going to have to apply lots of E6000 to do this. So I'm really hoping that I can avoid fucking this up. I'm going to have Q-tips here, just in case I get glue in a place that glue does not belong. Sounded bad. Wear gloves if you want to. I personally hate wearing gloves, so I'm not going to. Oops, got a little glue on my finger. Oops, got a little glue on my finger. Okay, now I'm just going to set that there. This is what it looks like. I've attached the glue. I want to avoid having glue here because that's where the latch will open and close. Gross. I'm going to take a Q-tip and hold it there so that it cannot get glued. So because you're supposed to screw it in originally, there are, in fact, holes where the screws would go. So I'm going to use Q-tips to kind of collect up some of that glue, because we're not going to need it. And then we'll just move on to the next one. It looks like my thing worked out there, so I'm happy with how that turned out. And we're going to do that again on the next side. Got to open it so that it's not latched, and apply the glue everywhere. Down for a second. Q-tip where the latch is. Press down real nicely. Start collecting the glue that's overcoming. Some of it's coming off these edges. sure that I collect. E6000, what I like about E6000 is that, I don't know if you can see it, but it's just coming right off of my hands. Like, it doesn't even stick very well to flesh. I'm going to pull that out. Make sure that there's no glue on the latch, so I'm just going to kind of dig it in there. Grab some from that edge. Do that on this side. That side doesn't need it. Okay. And now we're just going to kind of move that over there. Pull this one forward. That's where I'm putting all of the dirty Q-tips, the gluey ones. And now we're going to do the same thing with the bottom pieces of the chest latches. I'm really hoping that this works. I couldn't test it, so I have no idea if this will work. In the end, if it doesn't work, I can just glue the two pieces together and remove the latches by cutting them off and then putting putty molding foam where they normally would be. So I can do that, but you know, if I can avoid that, that would be good. Okay, and now we're just going to apply pressure, and if you can't really see it that well, the E6000 is bubbling out of the thing. So I apply pressure and remove the excess E6000, so that way it doesn't seep out. And now we're going to do that with the other side. Glue. Pressing down, applying, keeping amount of pressure to remove the excess glue that's not necessary. And you can kind of barely even tell that the latches are there because the latches are white. And now we're going to let that dry for about 10 minutes before we do anything else. So we're just going to let that dry, and I will see you guys when it's dry. So this is what the whole thing looks like. The pieces. This one has a little glue at the top, but that's okay. This one I've been having trouble with. Keeps coming undone, so I put weights on them, and that's why there's glue coming out. Because once I put the weights on, the glue kind of rised, and I didn't really notice that. I did have to apply more glue to this one. And these look pretty good, if you ask me. They latch well, so I know that there's no glue causing any problems. So now we're going to apply the white hinges here and here with E6000. So I'm going to start off by pressing these together, but I'm not going to latch them because I did that, and that's kind of what caused the problem originally. I don't know if this will work, but I'm just going to use these alligator hair clips to kind of keep them in place. I don't want to latch them because, again, if I latch them, they're not fully glued yet, that they could completely come apart, and I don't want to risk that. So we're just going to hope for the best here. I have painter's tape somewhere. we'll apply some tape to also help kind of keep it in place. I really don't want it moving because having them like this is going to be what helps to place the hinges. I know that it seems really weird to do hinges and latches for this, but just applying tape to hold it down just until I can flip it, which we're going to try now. Ooh, that was not bad. We're going to apply tape here. We'll try to keep these together as well. On this side, we're going to keep them pressed together while gluing. Obviously, I can't have them coming apart while they're gluing since they are attached to each other. So gotta apply as much tape as possible so that they do not come undone. Okay. Now I'm just kind of setting them up approximately where I want them. And now I'm going to apply the glue. Make sure I have my Q-tips. Clean up. Putting them in between the dots, putting the glue in between the dots. And then we're gonna lace them down. Applying pressure and cleaning up any excess glue coming out. Holes too. Gotta be careful about the hinge because I don't want the hinges to have glue on them, which they may have actually ended up getting glue on them, so we'll see. Ah, stringing! Can you see the stringing? Gross. Yep. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do the next one. Whoop, got a little glue there. Oops. Okay, and then I'm going to take these 8-pound weights and place them on there so that the glue sets. Okay, that is the whole thing, guys. We have completed it. I will be doing a video where I put on the whole outfit soon, and I'll post pictures of all of it on my Patreon and my Instagram and everything. And this video will be posted on Patreon on Monday and on YouTube on Wednesday. So if you want that early access, you're gonna have to sign up. So I'll link all my social media in the description. Again, I got the foam from Michaels. I got the Dremel from Michaels. I got the hinges and the latches from Home Depot, the fabric from Joann Fabrics, and that's all I use. And the E6000 you can get from any craft store or Home Depot or anything really. So, yeah, let me know if you guys found this to be helpful. If you guys base yours off of my video, please send me lots of pictures because I love to see your guys' creations. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and thank you so much. I will see you guys in the video where I put the whole thing on together.